Shumakeng Ninjani, to go Mamile again, and it's definitely not the morning. Just finishing off this morning's video. Started getting rained on. Beautiful weather. So we were talking on faith, right? And we're talking about how basically this is how I see it, right? Not believing is easy. Giving up is easy. Falling into boxes, and stereotypes is easy. Believing is difficult. Because when you don't believe, you do need to back it up. You do need to show evidence. There's evidence that as a 20-something odd year old who is black, who did go to school, who graduated from varsity, I should make it. There's evidence that I shouldn't even think that I can be great. That, I should be comfortable with the fact that I get to sit at home and be the people that are striking, that I get unemployment grant. Not that unemployment is not a problem in our country, it definitely is. But as someone who is what I am, it is so easy to say that I get to be a failure. What is not easy is believing that I'm not a failure. And really all it takes is a decision. Because I'm of the belief that the only reality that exists is in your mind. How far you can or can't go literally boils down to what's going on in your head. If you believe you can only go a kilometer, you can only go a kilometer. If you believe you can go 10, you can go 10. If you believe that ceiling is how far you could go, that's true. If you believe that there's further, even if you can't see it, there is. And there's this beautiful thing that happens when you decide to believe. Okay, one is not so beautiful. People think you're crazy, right? And as you're crazy, you can either just go back and conform again or continue with your belief. But as you continue and you persist with your belief, somehow the universe aligns itself. It aligns itself with how you see it. I don't know about you guys, but there are people that I have met, and they are lazy. They're lazy, they don't want to work, they've got no intention of ever becoming people that are productive members of society. But somehow these guys eat. Somehow these guys party. Somehow these guys have nice clothes. And they are lazy. How do those guys get it? Yes, maybe there are people funding their laziness, but they still get to live the life that they want to live. A life of laziness. So what more me, who knows, right, that God has bestowed upon me a greatness that is to be revealed whenever. Well, I believe it gets revealed bit by bit, day by day. What more me, who is deciding I'm not going to sit down and settle for being given sweaters and seconds and marobalo by people's houses and family. If I can believe that my life can be further than that, when there is sufficient supply for a person who is sitting and deciding to be lazy, what more for me, right? So there's a thing about people that have faith, right? That generally people that will be seen as crazy, there are people who will describe concepts to you in ways sometimes you'll see you haven't even imagined. And I just felt like I had to just explain a little bit, because we're stretching boundaries. There's a grace for us. There's a grace upon us to stretch boundaries, We've been limited, we've been told who we are and how we should be and where we will end. And that cannot be my truth. I cannot have someone dictate to me who, where, how I am and where I'll end. It's all here. It was given to me long before I was born. And so this week, that's me. That's me living on faith. That's me living on a belief that even though the stats are against me and the odds are against me and everything that is around me is telling me that I should be a failure, that I should give up, that I should sit down and settle, I will not.